Yes, ma'am.
So let all the members join and then we'll start. Uh, Miss Shivani. Miss Shivani, are you there?
I'm here, ma'am. Good
Yeah.
afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. I just want to know why other members of DWPS are not here. So
Yeah,
can
I've informed them to join quickly. I
yeah,
have told them to join quickly. They are coming. Yeah.
okay, fine. Thank you. So let everyone join and then we will start. So this workshop will be, a collaborative one, right? I have involved few activities also. So if you want to connect with your open camera, then most welcome because we'll be seeing the activities which all the members are doing, right? So I believe we can switch on the cameras too so that we can interact with our, this workshop members and doing the activities, beautifully and enjoying the whole workshop, right? So before starting, it's a brief profile. Of course, everyone wants to know the profile with whom we are doing the workshop or who is conducting. So actually, I am AIF Master Trainer, right? And this is a firm which is All India Educators Forum, right? And my whole journey of 12 years is with kindergarten foundation years in primary children, and the exposure is in front of you only, right? And for the live workshop updates, you can follow on the Instagram page also so that you'll get the constant notifications. So I believe we should start, right? I'm waiting for a few more members so that they will not miss it. Miss Shivani, any updates?
Ma'am, I have told them to join, but I don't know why they are not joining. Okay, let me.
No worries. Okay. So today's topic is Reggio Emilia, and it is an approach, right? And before moving ahead, I want to make you know what all we are going to explore today. What is Reggio Emilia? Definitely the topic. We will, deal with it in complete detail. Then I have founder of Reggio Emilia, from where it, originated, and what is my role as a teacher. But of course, I am a facilitator, so I shall be looking forward how this gonna help me in my classroom, and what is it all about. It is somewhere related to the nature too. So Nature Connect is also here. Language development using natural attributes. Definitely how it will help my lesson planning and how I can implement it in different areas of learning. That is what is very important. And how am I going to implement it in my classroom? And definitely icing on the cake is few activities. Apart from that, blended learning is also there, because I really love to inculcate one learning with another learning and making a blend in, just trying in the classroom. So let's move ahead. So first of all, we'll play a connector. As I have already told you that you have to keep few attributes with you to enjoy this whole workshop. So the very first connector which we are going to play is with that origami sheet. I hope everyone is having that origami sheet, right? Because I've already written in the requirements that we need origami sheet for this, workshop session, right? So this is the connector which we can play. So I shall be giving you the instructions, and meanwhile you will be doing the same with your origami sheet. Are we all ready? Can we do this connector? And then we will proceed further. So are we all ready to do with this? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here you have a origami sheet in your hand. I don't know what you will be doing with that, because I'm just giving you the instructions, right? On the basis of instructions, you will be doing whatever I'm telling to you with your origami sheet, and let's see what we'll get at the end, right? So let's play it. First of all, fold your origami sheet into half. I cannot see you all, so that is your wish, whether you want to close your cameras. Still, fold your sheet into half. The origami sheet which you have in your hand, fold it into half. Now next is, fold it again. One more time. Now next step is, make a hole in the center. I hope you have done till now. First of all, you have to take the origami sheet, fold it half, again fold it half, then make a hole in the center. Now make a hole at the top left corner. Everyone, make a hole at the top left corner. Now fold it again. Now fold it one more time. And again make a hole in the center. Are we all done with this? Yes? Are we all done with this? Have you done this, everyone?
Yes.
So now you can show it to your friends what you have done, and just open the whole origami sheet, what you have got at the end. This is a connector which make everyone connect with each and everyone by the end of this workshop, right? So we are playing the connector in the beginning of the workshop to break the, this monopoly, and we just enjoy the whole workshop, right? So the very first connector which we have played is with the origami sheet. Fold it once, then again fold it, then make a hole in the center, then make a hole at the top right corner of this, whole origami sheet which you have folded, and then make one more fold, again make a fold, and then one more, hole in the center, and at last open it whole. I've again, told you the whole instruction, and it is a time to show your origami sheet to everyone what you have got at the end. This is how we play the connectors. Anyways, no worries. We can move ahead. Okay. So the thing is that when you play the connectors, it make you, connect with you all your members, and enjoying the workshop in more and detailed manner. And somewhere these connectors make you understand that asking the questions is more important. Okay, so let's move ahead. This is the content which we shall be, doing today. So what is all here? Can you please collaborate? What is all here? What is this all? You can see the image on your screen. So what is this all? What do you think? Yes, please, teachers. What do you think? What is this all? So many attributes are there on the screen. So what is this all about? I can see numbers here. I can see pebbles. I can see dice mushrooms. I can see few more small numbers. Here I can see dominoes, pebbles. Yeah, you can speak in between. No worries. You can give your response either in the chat box or you can speak as well, right? Okay. So here my idea is what? What do you think? What is my idea here? What am I gonna do here? Why these attributes are here and which session I'm gonna plan here? What do you think? Yes, teachers. What do you think that what I shall be doing here? For what I have prepared this whole setup. This whole setup is actually for a numeracy session, right? Numeracy I shall be planning, right? But I am doing, this whole by, using the different attributes which is around me, but still I'm looking forward that how am I gonna use them? Very simple. These pebbles, they are easily available in my garden area, right? Or maybe at a construction site, or maybe in the market. But we are not going to purchase all these stuff. We are actually looking forward the things which are, easily
Excuse me,
available.
ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
you are not audible.
Is it for everyone? Is in the beginning of the session only I've asked. Is it for
I can't hear you properly. Your voice is getting down.
is it for everyone? Yes, all. Is it for everyone, teachers?
Or should I join again?
Yeah, you can rejoin either, right? You can.
Okay, okay, okay.
Na? Am I audible to everyone, teachers? Yes, teachers. Am I audible to everyone? Kindly respond. Am I audible to everyone? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for your response. So now here the idea is that this is the numeracy session which I am going to plan. But here what am I doing? I am actually, using the attributes which are present in my surroundings, right? Which is present as a natural resource, right? Thank you, Mamta. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to look around in our surroundings, and that is what Reggio is all about. Because you have to find the things which relates with your particular topic, your lesson plan, and how you are going to use that with your kids in the classroom with their understanding level. Because you have to check the understanding level of the kids too. Now, what is going on here? Anyone? What do you think? What is going on here? Here, either I am doing parts of the plant, either I am doing, literacy, numeracy, or my Hindi session too. But what am I going to use? I'm going to use the things which are, available in my surroundings, naturally, in my garden area, in my school premises, and just going with the children for a nature walk and collecting all the stuff and just giving to the children, explaining the whole session and getting the productivity out of it, right? So let's move ahead. And wow, this is something which you can also do in your classes with your children, using different natural attributes. Okay. Am I audible now? Yes, everyone?
Yes.
Great. So now the idea is, now you can see on the screen, beautiful, letter chain is here, and every letter is being done by the use of different natural things which are available in my garden area or in my school premises or either outside too, right? So that collection, that relation, that understanding somewhere make my children understand that yes, we can use the nature also in our learning. That is the prime most objective of Reggio Emilia, that you can use the nature in your learning, in your classroom, making the children understand the importance of the nature, importance of things in the nature, and how am I going to use all these things, because these things actually giving memories to the children, that how I have done that particular lesson plan in the classroom, right? So somewhere we as facilitators also face this problem, that yes, children have less retention, right? So that retention is also got resolved when you use such attributes with the children which are actually collected by them, because that is making them to understand the importance of a particular thing. So let's move ahead with the next one. Okay. Yes, teachers, what do you think? What is going on here? Anyone, please collaborate. What is going on here? What they are doing? I can see clay here. I can see few more attributes in the tray. So what do you think? What is going on? It can be a numeracy session. It can be a, literacy session. But here I can see one book as well. So what do you think? What is going on here? Which session they are doing here, and how they are doing this particular session? They are doing storytelling session. So story is already told to the children, already narrated to the children. And how they are going clay molding, yes, of course, clay is being used as an attribute, but we are designing and using all these attributes for a particular session, because eventually we as teachers have to make the lesson plans and implementing each and every approach in our classroom. So here, this is my storytelling session actually. I have divided the children in different groups. I have already narrated the story in the classroom, and they are actually making the characters or the different attributes or objects related to that particular story, so that they can make the complete chain of that particular story while using the doing that storytelling session. So I hope you are doing such things in your classroom. If not, you can make your sessions interesting by doing such things, because we usually go for flashcards, or just simply writing on the board or making the whole picture on the chart, like say. But we as teachers can make our sessions more and more interesting by doing such things, because these things, these objects are being prepared by the children only, not as a teacher. So this approach is basically student centric also and teacher centric also, because here the teacher is just somewhere guiding a little bit, and the students are doing by themselves only. They are collecting the stuff and they are doing and making. So this is all a complete chain of experiential learning, which is, I believe, is helpful for the teacher. It is less cumbersome for the teachers, because they are actually the one who are making the flashcards and board everything. So here you can use your students, you can tell your students to do all these things so that they have a good retention of that particular story session or whatever the session is according to your lesson plan. So let's move on quickly to the founder of Reggio Emilia. So from where this word Reggio comes, and what it is actually, and who is the person behind it, right? So here I can see Loris Malaguzzi was the one who is behind this Reggio Emilia session, right? So Reggio is nothing but it is a, a series. It is actually a practice, in few of the schools in Italy, basically. So it has been originated from Italy, and Loris Malaguzzi was the person who is responsible for origination of this beautiful approach, that is Reggio Emilia, right? So there are different approaches and there are masters behind each and every approach. So we as facilitator should know the roots of that particular approach, should know the the pros and cons of particular approach, and how am I going to use that in my classroom is the beauty of kindergarten teachers, that how they are, making a blend in the classroom, and, just making the children understand more and more by, doing something different in the classroom. So let's move on to the main thing, that is how I as a teacher gonna do this, how I as a facilitator gonna implement it. So teacher role in Reggio Emilia is a complex one, right? So Reggio schools are the schools are completely implementing Reggio, but here in our schools what we do, we take a approach which is, a good one for a particular lesson plan, and then we implement that. So it is not like that we have Reggio schools particularly, but what we do, we just check out that this is the session which I feel is good outside, so I should go for Reggio. Reggio is nothing but it is an outside or out of the room learning, right? So I hope I'm clear to this point, that Reggio is not in room learning, it is actually out room learning, because you are going to collect the things from the outside only, not inside the room. So the first role is be a guide. Yes, definitely. I, as a facilitator, when I'm going to do this Reggio session, I shall be guiding my teachers. I shall be guiding my teachers if I'm giving them training, or I shall be guiding my students when I am telling, that particular session to them. Alongside to the children, you're just walking with the children, you're just guiding to them that you have to collect this thing, you have to collect this thing, they are having their bowels, and then they are coming back to their classroom. Teachers, listen carefully to the student. Yes, you have to listen carefully, because they shall be asking you so many questions. When you are going to tell them collect this thing, they shall be asking you, is this one or that one, which kind of a leaf, or is this the one who is, or which is already on the, in the sand or on the floor, whatever, right? So there shall be so many questions students will be asking to you, so you have to prepare for that also. Observe and document their work. Yes, it is very, very interesting to make your anecdotal records. I hope teachers are making anecdotal records here. Yes, everyone. I believe teachers are making anecdotal records. This is a good thing, because when you are going to make your PTM remarks, it will help you a lot, right? So what you can do, yeah, I should be getting one response. Yes, definitely. So anecdotal records somewhere help us to understand the psychology of the child too, right? So yes, you can make and you can observe the children, what they are doing outside, and it is helpful for the children in their growth as well. Me as a teacher should know the entire line of my student in the classroom, right? That is what the kindergarten teachers or facilitators do. Now, teachers organize environment. Yes, of course, for inside, when you are getting the stuff from outside, now you have to make the organized environment that are rich in possibilities. Definitely, the stuff is already collected by the children. You have to bring that whole stuff to the classroom, and your setup should be prior arranged, because you are just making the children sit and just started exploring whatever they have collected, and now they just have to go for the work which you have already made in your lesson plan. That this is the objective of my this particular session. Now what you have to do, classroom teachers work in pairs. So my question is for everyone: are you working in pair in your classroom, or there is a single teacher, pattern in your classroom? What do you think? Okay, you are replying in the chat box, so I shall be looking in the chat box only. I hope children, okay, single teacher, fine, no worries. You can club your sessions also, right? So if you have single teacher concept in your classroom, no problem. Sometimes what we do, we, according to the sections also, we club the things, right? We club the session with our co-teacher and making it, all together a one session. In that, teachers work in pairs and collaboration, sharing the information and mentoring, because one content I am making, one content my co-teacher is making, and all together we are making it a whole complete one session where it is completely enriched because two teachers are there, right? Great. So I hope this is understood by everyone, that what is the role of a Reggio teacher? How am I going to use it? How am I going to implement it? Because what is my work actually? Making the children go outside, collecting the whole stuff, guiding them, observing them, making the record, which is helpful for the growth of all the children in the classroom. And then again, coming back to the classroom, the setup is ready, and we'll start with the lesson plan or the objective which we have, right? Okay, ways the Reggio Emilia approach can be seen in the classroom. Now this is something which is related to your classroom. When you're coming to your classroom, this is the setup. This kind of a picture will come up when you use Reggio in your classroom, right? So this is something which is really very interesting. Now I'm switching towards the story session. That was the all in all which I have told you before. Now I shall be focusing on each and every session, that how you are going to use Reggio, right? Now, Reggio story time. Quickly come to the chat box. Teachers are pretty interested in giving a response in the chat box. Quickly come to the chat box. What do you think? How am I going to do my story session if I'm doing it outside? What should I need, and what I'm gonna do if I'm doing it outside? What all I need? What do you think? Yes, everyone. Okay, so this is the very first picture when I'm doing my rhyme time. So here it is inside, but I hope you can see the floor. The complete floor is being made for the children, because here it is a rhyme time which is somewhere related to nature, right? So if it is related to sun, if it is related to leaves, the complete floor is being designed for the children. Sometimes it is very cumbersome, sometimes it is very enjoyable by the teacher, right? We use floor picks, okay? Things readily available outside like leaves, sand, twigs, etc. Great. Nice. So here, if I'm doing my session inside, but I'm not using the attributes which are present outside. So what I can do floor making. I tell you, floor making is something which is really, enjoyed and connected to the children, because it is that their particular level, right? What am I making on the board? They look, sometimes they won't look, but floor is the thing which they quickly relate with. Yeah. So you can make the floor in the classroom if you are allowed to do so by your management. Otherwise, it is the bestest thing which you can do with the children, and making your classroom also connected with the nature or particular session. Great. So now here I have Reggio inspired lesson plan for primary. That was for pre-primary, which I have shown you. Now this is a primary one where I have a pouch, and in that pouch I have some pebbles. On the pebbles I have made some characters or different pictures, and then I've packed it in my pouch and I'm going to my classroom. Now I'm pretty ready. I'm pretty ready with my content, because I shall be making the whole story from these pictures only. right? Rather showing them book, rather showing them any other thing on the screen, rather, you are making a board. It is something which is, different, interesting, in children enjoy, children, relate, what is new, what is this all, why ma'am is having this pouch in the hand. So, we as facilitators are, just like a magic wand, right? So children enjoy, children, looking at the teacher, what new she is bringing to the classroom. So this is something is really interesting. You can try even with your children, right? Great. Okay, so let me move ahead. Okay. Now this is an outdoor session, right? And here we have children outside only. If you have two teacher concept, you can break it in a group. And if you do not have two teacher concept, then you can make the children sit all in all in that particular session. Say suppose 10 children, 15 or 20 children, right? Not max more than 20 children in that particular outdoor session, because it is very difficult to handle the children as well, right? So yeah, I'm telling it is student centric and teacher centric both, but the idea is how you are going to manage and how you are going to design the whole thing, right? Because we as facilitators have lots of things in one particular day, so we have to make it prior, or we have to design it prior, day before, so that we can use it, right? Okay. So this is a storytelling session which is going on outside the room, and here the children are enjoying, children are understanding, and they are relating the storybook or whatever the rhymes there in the book. They are relating it with the nature, because you are showing them and you are making them understand, right? This is a picture reading session in the storytelling only, and they are relating with the thing, and they are understanding that how it is actually looking in real. Because in book we won't have 3D pictures, or in few books we do have, but looking originally at that particular thing is again a very interesting one. So here this Reggio is actually blended with the experiential or realistic learning, right? Now, the best part of the facilitator, which a facilitator what can do, is actually blended learning. So, quickly come to the chat box. Do you really think so that you are doing blended learning in the classroom? Can you please give me one example, any short one example of any blended learning which you are doing in your classroom? Come on, teachers. This is your time. Come on. Let's see. Who is doing a blended learning session in the classroom? Anyone? Blended learning, nothing but, blending the two approaches. One approach and one more approach, blending them together and using in your lesson plan. Anyone who is doing blended learning in the classroom? No? Anyone?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm doing.
You are doing? Can you please share with your
Yeah, with the
friends?
help of props.
With the help of props. Okay. So which approach you are blending in your classroom? That is what my question is. Which approach you are using, and which two approaches you blend in the classroom and make a lesson plan? Anyone? Come on. It's a time to learn new things, and let's collaborate. And I can give you a few examples also, so that we can.
Rhymes and songs, rhymes and the flow games we used to do together.
Okay. Great. Okay, so blended learning is nothing but making the two approaches coming all together at the same platform for a particular lesson plan. That is what blended learning is all about. If you are using your rainbow learning, and if you are using your Reggio approach all together in one single session, that is called blended learning. So teachers, that is the beauty of kindergarten, that there we can explore more and more with the children, right? So we can make our sessions more and more interesting by doing the blended learning approaches, right? Differentiated learning approaches, I believe you all are doing. So you can blend all these things with Reggio. That is what I'm saying to you. You can do your blended learning with Reggio, Emilia. Very interesting. You can again do this differentiated approach with Reggio, Emilia. Then you can do group learning in Reggio Emilia, and you can do independent learning, because you're already given whole stuff to the children and they are doing by themselves. So these are the beautiful factors which are, related with Reggio Emilia, and as a facilitator, it is helpful for you too, right? Because it is giving you a wide space to, explore and, doing something new and interesting out of the box in the classroom. And children also enjoyed, even teachers also enjoyed, isn't it, teachers? We all enjoy when we do something different in the classroom, and that is actually enhancing our own creativity, because actually it is me who is learning, right? So I am learning, children are exploring, and that is what something which is very interesting. Okay, I have thematic learning in front of you. Isn't it interesting? So here I am doing something in the classroom which is related to insects, say suppose. So here I told the children, quickly go outside. I'm giving you 10 minutes. So this you can implement with your primary children, right? Not with kindergarten, but with primary children, you can implement it. You can send the children outside the classroom for 10 minutes, quickly collect something from outside or garden area and come back to the classroom. And then what you will say to them, that you have to make few insects or whatever is your theme. It is just an example which I am showing in